Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Xochitl. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with all of my videos. And today is a great one for those of you who are balding on a budget. I wanted to talk about my favorite Wet n Wild products. So Wet n Wild, you can find it at the drugstore, you can find it at Target, Walmart. You can find Wet n Wild a lot of places, even on their own online website. But I love Wet n Wild. I love the quality of their products, but I also love the price of the products as well. I feel like they've really just remained true to drugstore prices compared to like Maybelline and L'Oreal products that are getting pretty pricey out there, and they still continue to come out with quality products. And it was just so funny because a couple days ago, my fiance's cousin, she, DM'd me on Instagram. She's like, I think you would be the perfect person to ask, but like, is Wet n Wild any good? I was like, oh my God, let me tell you. I was just about to film a video on my favorite products that I've tried, so I'm definitely going to send her the link afterwards. Like, if you want to get the most bang for your buck, I think Wet n Wild is one of the brands to definitely check out. So let me talk about some of my favorite products that I've tried throughout the years, and I've tried a lot of products. Some products I'll, show a little photo and talk about it here in case like I just haven't repurchased it in a while, but I still love it and would totally repurchase it. And the rest of the products, I'll kind of mention what I have on my face today. So let's get started with how I applied my makeup. But some amazing products you totally need to add to your cart and check out, whether you're a beginner, whether you're advanced, no matter how much you love or like makeup. I think these are great. You should check out their eyeshadow palettes. So in this little like formats of palettes, I freaking love these. These are only $5 and I love the color selections that they have. So I have here Not a Basic Peach, then we have Rose in the Air, and then one of my favorites, My Glamour Squad. So these two are basically dupes for Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, which run anywhere from like $45 to $54. $5, two of them, you're still saving a ton of money right here. And honestly, I did a side-to-side eyeshadow like review applying the eyeshadows of the My Glamour Squad, and this is a dupe for, what is it, the Soft Glam Planet, the Soft Glam palette for Anastasia. And honestly, I had to remember like which side was which, and that's just how good not only the quality, the pigmentation, the blendability, like it isn't just like an exact color match, it is like just quality of it. I was like, whoa, and it lasts just as long. So if say either you can't afford the Anastasia ones, or you don't care to buy them because you're gonna move on to the next 5 other palettes, I would definitely check these out. These are my favorites. I freaking love these, and if they ever come out with like a color scheme that I'm interested in for like a new collection, you best believe I'm gonna get it and play with it for you guys. But I am wearing the My Glamour Squad on my eyes today. Super simple, super easy, and the pigmentation is amazing. So this is great for like the neutral soft glam girl, but you want to maybe smoke it out later. You can do it every day if you want to mix it up a little bit with like the roses, but still a nice neutral palette. Or if you want to get a little crazy with it and mix in some blues, some peaches. Is a great like spring summer palette, the Not a Basic Peach. You guys should totally check these out. I'll link down below in the description box also like my in-depth reviews and tutorials that I've done with a bunch of these products. Next, something else for the eyes that you should totally check out from Wet n Wild are their loose pigments. So this is actually a trio that I got. It was a holiday collection, but on their website they have a bunch of different colors. This was a very inexpensive trio, and I think at most one of these pigments is like probably $5, no more than $5. And these are like MAC quality pigments, where like a little tiny little canister of a MAC eyeshadow pigment is it's expensive, maybe like $20 some, and you're not even gonna use the whole thing. I swear, you're not gonna use the whole thing. You can buy a bunch of these and mix it up with your friends, split the bill that way, and you're still saving a bunch. The pigments the quality of these are so good. So let me swatch. This is Noel. Like I said, this is a holiday collection, and it even has like a little like close. I don't even think the MAC ones have that, where it kind of like closes a little sifter. So let me see if I can swatch for you guys. These are amazing, and I saw they have other colors on there. Ooh, like look at that. Like holy cow. Hold on. Ooh, girl. And it stays on your eye as well, so it doesn't just fall off. If you want it to last even longer, what I'll do with any like loose pigment is add a little bit of, what is it, eyeshadow glue. Geez, these are beautiful. So along with the palettes, if maybe you want to get like an all matte one or something and you want to add a little extraness, pick up one of their loose pigments. Next, something that I really enjoy from Wet n Wild is their Dewy Face Primer. I honestly didn't think I was gonna like it this much. I'm wearing this on the bottom of my foundation, also Wet n Wild, but this is pretty great. I have dry skin and it actually feels pretty hydrating. I've tried some dewy face primers where yes, they kind of give you that dewy look, but then they kind of like dry down because they're not as like hydrating. So there's a difference. Sometimes it's like dewy, it's like cool. It's like applying a highlighter on dry skin. It's not the best look, but this one complements my skin very, very well. So maybe if I'm not already using a dewy foundation and I want to amp it up a bit, I'll add a little bit of this Dewy Face Primer. I love it. You can even just maybe target where you want the dewiness. You don't have to put it all over your face. You can do it like tops of the cheekbones, on the bridge of the nose, kind of experiments with it like that. But in case you don't want to, you know, spend too much on a face primer, this is one that I really enjoy for dry skin. But I think even like normal to oily, like I said, targeting it, you can totally use it too. For foundation, this is an all-time favorite now. One that you totally should get is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Foundation. You guys are probably, if you're watching my channel a lot, I use this foundation a lot, but I love it. I think it's no more than like $6, six something and some change for this foundation. It's freaking amazing. Prior to this, they actually had the just general photo focus foundation, which was like a semi-matte, demi-matte foundation. And surprisingly, I think that was also great for dry skin. So I think both of their options are great for anybody. So if you lean more on the oily side, I would recommend definitely do the, you know, just general photo focus. If you're normal, try both. And if you're dry skin, I think also you're gonna like both, actually. I think you'll even like the photo focus. Maybe you want to try that in the summertime, but I freaking love the Dewy foundation. Like, this is an affordable foundation. It does have a semi-strong smell, but honestly, I have it on my face. I don't even notice it now. But if you are someone who is sensitive to smells, you might not like that, but I forget about it once it's already, you know, blended, applied, I'm done with my makeup. But if you want to save a lot of money, you can get this for $6 something. Maybe if you find it at Walmart with like a coupon or something, you can probably get it for even less. But I love the coverage. It's supposed to be dewy, but it's not like I'm looking greasy dewy, because even for dry skin, that has happened to me with some foundations. Like, it just gives me that extra amount. It not only looks dewy, but it looks like my face is hydrated. Like, once again, it isn't something dewy on top of dry skin, which just is not complimentary at all. But I also love the coverage. It's like a great medium, and you can build it up to full coverage. So today I did kind of like 2 layers, how I like to wear my foundation anyway, which is honestly really hard to do. I don't know how or why. There's probably a reason for it, but it's hard to find a medium coverage foundation that is dewy, and Wet n Wild did it. Yes, it is possible. Please cater to us dry skin girls. Thank you very much. Now, this is a little bit dirty, but it's because I've used it. But something that I love to apply any foundation with, especially maybe that Wet n Wild foundation, is their brush. So this is, sorry it's dirty, foundation was used, but this is their flat top brush. I gotta say, I love a lot of their face brushes. So if you couldn't tell, you'll probably see later when I talk about some other brushes, but this is their white handled brushes with like, it's just like a pink top. These are super inexpensive. This flat top foundation brush, which is probably my favorite foundation brush, is only like $3. Yes, and sometimes they have them on sale at Walgreens for like $2, $1.75, like 50% off. I was like, what? I know. Next time they have a sale, I just need to like throw it in my basket every time and have like 10 of these, because these are honestly my favorite foundation brushes, especially if I'm using something more catered towards dry skin. So if I'm using a hydrating foundation or a dewy foundation, like I said, that sometimes maybe don't have that coverage, or I just want even more coverage. Sometimes I just want all the coverage in the world. I love this foundation. I love it for my drugstore. I love it for my high end. It just something about how it airbrushes the foundation, and I just pat it on my skin. Just the way that it airbrushes it is amazing. I've been talking about this foundation brush for a long time. If you have not picked up this foundation brush, get it. get it for like $1.75, get it for $3 max, like, ooh, you know. But I know there's been some people who've commented that they finally got this brush. They're like, what was I waiting on? I don't know, but let me know when you go ahead and get this brush. Amazing. Next brush that I love from the Wet n Wild collection is once again from the same like white handled pink top. Of course, it's not pink now because I used it today. This is their angled. It could either be a blush brush or a contour bronzer brush. Today I used it for my bronzer brush, and I just love it's so soft, but it's not like too soft where it doesn't do anything. It's just I don't know. It just fits perfectly, so you can kind of get that nice little curved angle if you want to use it for bronzer, or same thing if you want to, you know, tap it on for blush. I also need a couple more of these, but it applies the product really nicely. It's not too harsh, and it blends it out very, very easily as well. This works really well with pretty much all of my bronzers, and yes, if you need affordable face brushes, this is yet another one that I love. Next product you should totally check out, if especially you are experimenting with different colors of blushes, are the Wet n Wild. These are their color icon blushes. I think they just recently got a new look, which is this one. They weren't too different before, but just new formula that I got. So this is the shade Rose Champagne, which I think is a very complimentary shade for a lot of people. They have some deeper ones if you have more like medium to deep skin tone, but for my skin tone, this works really well. This is kind of like a seashell pink. It's what I have on my cheeks today. I'm not a blush lover. I like, you know, a little hint of color here and there, but this kind of reminds me of that NARS, what is it called, Madly, a little bit, like almost kind of like a dupe, but giving me those vibes where it's like it's there but it's not, but it is but it isn't. That's how I like my blushes. So this is a color, if I don't use a color like this, then I'm using a peach shade. Because that's just the vibes I do. I'm not a kind of pinkish girl, but if I'm going to do pink, this is a type of pink blush I will do. The brush, once again, that I really love with it, kind of similar to that angled one, but it's just kind of like one straight. This can also be used for like a bronzer brush as well. So I'll kind of interchange this brush with the other angled one, but this is what I use for my cheeks today. And I love it. Also very, very soft. It blends out the product. It doesn't take off the product while I'm adding it. It just adds like a nice little dusting of product. So this combo, very affordable, both of these products. So next, because we have to glow, and you can glow for $5 or less with Wet n Wild. This is their Precious Petals highlighter. This is their Mega Glow collection. I believe they had maybe minimal amount of colors, but they've since extended the color selection. I love that they have some more universal colors, or just in general, like you can, you know, if you're a lot lighter, if you're more light to medium, medium to deep. I love that they have so many more options now. Precious Petals is definitely still a go-to of mine. It's what I'm wearing on my cheeks, and Jesus, like it almost looks like I haven't like touched this product that much, but I've used it a lot. A little bit goes a long way for this drugstore highlighter. I think this was probably one of like the best drugstore highlighters before the drugstore other brands really got into highlighters. Like before, I would say the Maybelline metallic highlighters, before Milani got into the highlighter game like this. And this one is still going strong. This is still a favorite. I love that it's very finely milled powder. It's not chunky glitters. It's not falling off my face. It's, you know, not just dust that might glitter and then kind of fade away. Like this stays on your face. You can kind of add as little or as much as you want. Wet n Wild though, choose the color that you love. Comment down below if you have another color suited for you that you prefer, that maybe I need to try that I haven't tried yet. But this one, $5 or less, you can glow. Now, if you want to amp up the glow, you want to combine these, maybe you prefer more of a liquid highlighter, guess what? Wet n Wild has the solution for you. I actually really love these Mega Glow liquid highlighters. What color is this one? This one is a Gilded Glow. I should have done both, but I was like, dang, I had to put powder on my face before I realized I forgot to use this one. But oh girl, let me show you. All right. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. If you want that, like, it's not too, like, it blends out really beautifully, but ooh, very, very nice. You can add this if you want, like under your foundation, under your highlight, but whoa, if you want that intense highlight, this is your go-to. Maybe you're someone who you don't like powder highlights. I think this is great for maybe more of a natural look. You can put it on after your primer, before your foundation, just kind of give you that nice little you know, like, ooh, I'm just glowing naturally type of a look. Great way to kind of mix it in there. Last favorite face, a brush. So this is just kind of like an all-around fluffy brush. So this one I use specifically if I want to just get a nice little blending all around the face. If you are someone with more oily skin, I think you'll really like this to apply your face powder and really kind of help mattify. But I really just like this for like a nice swirl, make sure everything is blended in. Once again, super soft, but it actually blends. It does what you need it to do. So this is a little bit more packed, so I don't necessarily do this to add my powder because I don't really want to pack it on. But if you're someone who wants to pack on a little bit more powder on the T-zone, you can go ahead and do that. I like it for a nice little swirl, get rid of that bake. Once again, very, very affordable brush. Wet n Wild is here to save you some money. Next, our lip products, of course, Wet n Wild lip liners. These are pretty great. So this one is in the shade Lay Down the Mauve, so this is more of a pinky shade. I just need to come out with more colors, because if you've been looking for an affordable lip liner, ooh, so creamy. These are the retractable ones. They're creamy, but they're also very matte. They're not slipping and sliding all over the face. I think this is a great option. I think next time I go to Walgreens, maybe I'll check out and see what other I like my browns, so maybe I'll see what else they have there, but this is a great color option. I did it all over my lips today because I just wanted a little hint of pink, and another great option for them if you want to get into the liquid lipstick game and you want to save some money, because some of my favorite liquid lipsticks are definitely from Milani, but they're $10. This is half the price practically. So they're liquid catsuit liquid lipsticks, and this one just on the top kind of center, because we like the dimension, I went in with Rebel Rose. I need to check out and see if they have more colors, because I actually really do like this formula. It's a little bit drying, not really. I like it on top of my lip liner, so it's not as drying, but the quality is actually pretty great. I'll list down below my video that I did swatching all of their liquid catsuit colors. I'm hoping to come out with more because these are cute, these are affordable. You can really mix it up with colors, and they have some really fun colors. Another nude that I like is a nudist peach, so I think I might have to try to find a lip liner just a little bit deeper and put this in the center. Oof. Next, I think they might have minorly reformulated these, but if you're into more traditional lipstick, I have like the old formula, so these are their like regular lipsticks. I think they just kind of reformulated and all that stuff. If not, you know what, it's on my list to kind of check out. But I used to love these, and these were like what, like $3 lipsticks. I was planning to collect all of them and do a lip swatch video for you guys, and then they just so happened to revamp everything, so I might just have to get all of those. Let me know if you want to see me swatch all of the Wet n Wild lipsticks. Hopefully I can start collecting them little by little once they have sales here and there, and you guys can kind of see and pick at the colors, because they had great colors. These are just wonderful if you wanted to experiment with some, you know, crazier colors, some deeper colors, some lighter colors. I thought these were great. Now for some products that I don't have with me at the moment, but I've tried, I've loved, I haven't repurchased right now because I honestly haven't bought makeup in a while. But you should totally try, or, you know, if you repurchase it, I think you need it in your life again. I think I need it in my life again. So the first product is their setting spray. Their setting spray is actually really good. It's only $5. Before I found the Milani Make It Last setting spray, I actually was really loving the Wet n Wild one. And honestly, I love that. I love them both. I love that the Wet n Wild is only $5. It's even smaller, so it's actually more travel friendly, unless you want to buy the travel friendly Milani one. I think you can't go bad either way, but if you don't want to spend $10 on a setting spray, you want to spend $5, I think Wet n Wild has a great option. This is just their regular setting spray. Next are their brow pencils, Wet n Wild. You need brows, you can go to Wet n Wild. I remember at the moment when I was like trying to be a little bit more budgety with my makeup, I was like, oh, I don't want to spend, you know, $8, $10. Can I spend less than $7? Yes, you can spend less than $7 for a brows. You can spend less than $5 for a brows. Two options that I love for brows, depending on your brow type, your brow maintenance preference. So my first favorites, especially for my brows, that like I have those hairs, like I'm pretty hairy, I have those brow hairs, and you know, sometimes I just want to get a quick brow on, is their retractable brow pencil. So it's a thicker one, so almost kind of has like that triangle point, and it's just like a quick, just kind of fill in almost like a messier, not messier, but just like a quick natural brow. get those hairs in, I think that one's great. You can get it for like $4.49. Walmart, maybe even cheaper, or if they have a sale. My second option that I really like is their micro brow pencil. So basically kind of like another dupe for the Anastasia micro brow pencil. Same price, $4.49, but it's definitely for something if you want a more precise type of a brow, like cleaner, you know, tiny little strokes to really just get that perfect, you know, brow setup. I love both. I've used both. I think when I run, I don't know, maybe unless somebody else comes out with the brow pencil I need to try, I might just have that one and keep it in stock just in case. The formula was great. It was definitely both of them. I think that's why I personally like them both, is because they were more of a waxier formula as opposed to a creamy formula. Creamy formulas I feel like just rub off, don't last as long. I just prefer the waxier formulas for my face, especially, I don't know why, I just do, but I totally need to repurchase those, add those to my Ulta wish list. Next product, if you are not a full coverage queen like me, if you don't like all that maintenance for your face, one product that I love, I just used up, I haven't repurchased, but I totally would, especially if like I was doing more maybe like commuting to work, it would be their Mega Cushion Foundation. I remember, I think it was that summer where everybody was coming out with the cushion foundations, and Wet n Wild came out with a very great affordable one with lots of color options too, and I loved it. I feel like especially if you're someone who likes to get your makeup done while you're going to work, it's a little bit cleaner, less messy, you don't have to deal with like a liquid foundation kind of all over the place. That is a great option. You just kind of want to, you know, get some makeup, dab it around and really just maybe even things out. But it was a very nice, it wasn't like an extremely light coverage, like it was a light enough coverage, but there's actually coverage for me who likes makeup where it just evened everything out, but I still had some coverage. So if that's another option that you prefer, totally check that one out. I highly recommend that one. Also, what I liked about it, as I've said before, I have dry skin, but it was still a very nice natural finish. So it wasn't too matte, it wasn't too dewy, depending on maybe your skin type. If you're a little bit more oily, it might look maybe a little bit more hydrating for you, but for me, for dry skin, it was like a nice natural satin finish. Last but not least, one of my all-time favorite products from Wet n Wild, one of my all-time favorite repurchases from Wet n Wild. You're probably like, girl, what about a bronzer? Don't you love bronzer? I know. Their Mega Glow Highlight and Contour Palette, I thought I had it, but I think it was one of those products I used up, and the amount of times that I've repurchased this product, $5. That's it. For a highlight and a contour palette, like what? Amazing highlight and contour palette. Wet n Wild did that. I don't even know. But, you know, I was like, I have a lot of bronzers right now, so I'm not going to repurchase it just yet, but I totally should, because I love that one. I love it for underneath the eyes, so it's not too drying for my dry skin underneath my eyes. And, ooh, the just a blendability of that contour around my face, like, oh my gosh. Love it so much, you guys. If you want to get into highlighting, contouring, or you just want to save some money on highlighting, contouring, $5. Ooh, one of the best $5 ever spent. If I had to recommend only one thing from all of my Wet n Wild favorites, it would definitely be that highlighter and contour palette. I'm sad that I don't have it to show you guys, but I've used it in a ton of videos, so you've probably seen it a lot. Those of you who have been following me for a couple years now, you're probably like, yo, where's the highlight? Why didn't you use your contour palette? I was like, I just don't have it right now. But I need to. Now I need to go pick it up. But I was like, I need to finish up some other bronzers right now before I repurchase that. But that is an amazing go-to. I love both products. It isn't one of those where I just like the bronzer, but I don't really touch the matte highlight. No, I love them both. I think they're both super just a buttery perfection. Like, ugh. Best $5. Raise your hand here if I convince you to buy that highlight and contour palette during some time of watching my channel here, and if not, raise your hand here if you're about to go order that highlight and contour palette, because you totally should. Let me know how you feel about it, and I doubt you're gonna say you don't like it, because it's amazing. Like, if you don't like it, please let's have a talk about it and see what, you know, what's going on there. But highlight and contour palette, totally need in your life. So those are all of my favorite products from Wet n Wild. I'm telling you, I've tried almost anywhere from like 85 to 90% of their newest releases, and these were just definitely, if you were in the Wet n Wild section and you wanted to try out some products, you totally should. Some products that I've been eyeing, I think next time, or I've like almost picked it up, but I'm like in one of those days where I'm like, oh, like Wet n Wild or Hot Cheetos, you know, type of a thing. Like the snacks kind of won over some products that I've heard pretty good things about that I need to try still. Their lip glosses. So I think they have the liquid catsuit lip glosses, and I think, who was it here? I think it was like Juicy Jazz, and they just look so luscious on her lips. Comment down below if you've tried those lip glosses, because I need to try them. And then the other thing is their new Mega Matte lipsticks. I need to see what's going on with that formula, but I mean, if it's anything like their regular lipsticks, I think they'll be pretty great, but I need to do that as well. I think Wet n Wild is one of those drugstore brands that I totally look forward to in the winter and the summertime when they come out with new collections. So I'm hoping, who knows right now, but hopefully, you know, if they come out with some new products, I can definitely get my hands on them, because for them, whenever I'm like, you know, let's do a review type of a haul of their newest products, I feel like, you know, my credit card isn't aching as much when I make that purchase, you know, add to cart type of a deal. It's just like, all right, look at all these products you got, girl. Okay, balling on a budget, you know. So I'm looking forward to hopefully, you know, being able to try some of the new summer releases. Maybe they might be a little bit delayed, but hopefully we'll get our hands on them. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below what are some of your favorite Wet n Wild products if I didn't mention them and I need to try them, because you know we can enable each other here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.